So good morning, everyone, and welcome to this virtual forum. We are happy to host this quarterly WYSide Cleanup Advisory Committee meeting, and we are joined in by our advisory committee members, DP staff, special guests, and the public. My name is Millie Garcia Serrano, and I serve as the Bureau of Wayside Cleanup Assistant Commissioner, and it's a pleasure to be here with you today. As you know, the Wayside Cleanup Advisory Committee meets on a quarterly basis, and we serve as the forum where Mass DEP seeks comments and input on wayside cleanup matters that touch on our regulations, policies, and programs. And together with our monthly Bureau of Wayside Cleanup office hours, we also provide the opportunity for interested parties to virtually meet with Bureau staff and also exchange information. So most importantly, however, is the opportunity for Mass DEP to listen and respond to questions, in addition to also issues and concerns regarding our wayside cleanup program and the direction. So we are very delighted to have you here today, and we look forward to active participation. If you are new to this forum, I want to extend a warm welcome, and I hope that this is not your last meeting. And just as a reminder, as you all know, this meeting is being recorded. So in any event that you get called out on a call, you need to step out, or you need to come back later, you will be able to access the full meeting by a recorded material that will be posted on our webpage. Next. So as you can see, we have a very packed agenda today, and it's been developed with the assistance of many individuals in the program and also the public. And of course, we always endeavor to ensure that we have meaningful exchange of information and topics that are fresh and new and of interest to the entire membership. So today, we will be talking a little bit about we are going to be review this agenda. We will be adopting. I'm looking for any comments as we scroll through these items. I will provide you with some general points on budget, site cleanup program updates, including comings and goings, our brownfields program, the data management systems updates, ER MOSPRA report out. We are delighted to have the LSP board reporting out today, as well as the LSPA Association. The 2024 MCP amendments, we're going to focus a little bit today on subpart I Q&A, and that covers the risk assessment and also coal tars. We will also just give you a brief update as to where we are on the soils reuse policy. That's going to be an update. And then the majority of our time will be spending on perfluorinated compounds with program updates, as well as taking the opportunity to roll out a few draft Q&A questions that as we move forward with populating these, the actual fact sheet, we want to ensure that you are cognizant of the questions that we're starting to advance. Finally, we have a special presentation today, and we're delighted to have a guest feature presenter, Ms. Elise DeCola, and she is the general manager for NUCA Research. And then finally, we'll just wrap up our meeting and ensure that we have any action items jotted down so we can address those items at a future meeting. Okay, so budget. Why don't we just advance to slide number 4. Okay, and so before I discuss the actual key focal points of our state FY25 budget, I would like to quickly recap that in FY24, thanks to Governor Maura Healey and the legislature, for the very first time, our Executive Office of Energy and Environment was able to secure 1% of the state's budget. And thanks to this budget in FY24, our department was able to address critical needs to our ever-expanding mission. This was due to the approval of over 80 positions, which we call the expansion positions. And these positions were strategically allocated throughout our offices, not just in Boston, but across all our 4 regional offices. And as I stated in May, when we last met here on the advisory committee, Mass DEP got right to work. We focused on hiring, and today we're focusing on retention. And the best part is that we have secured the best and most diverse talent that we could possibly invite to the table. And again, we are onboarding these colleagues, and they're already creating positive impact. And we're looking for many, many more successes as we are reinvigorated with this new crop of professionals at Mass DEP. So moving on to the state FY25 budget, it was signed on July 29, 2024. Excuse me, 2024 by Governor Healy, and that equated to $57.8 billion. Overall, the budget showcased a number of sectors that include education, economic development, energy and environment, transportation, housing, infrastructure, municipal government aid, health, and human services. Dedicated support to energy and environment, that's a huge win. 1% of the state budget for EEA, that's amazing, second year in a row. And what that means is 555 million for EEA with 87 million for DEP, and that also includes funding all of those expansion positions. And given that environmental justice is really the cornerstone of all the work that we're doing at Mass DEP, $8.7 million were directed to our EJ work, and it's not just at DEP, obviously, it's at EEA and all of the departments that report to EEA. I will not read the overarching goals, they're right there, but clearly the energy environment nexus has center stage when it comes to ensuring that we have leadership in the clean energy economy. And likewise, climate resiliency, mitigation, adaptation are extremely important, which is why today we're featuring Elise DeCola to give us a little bit of glimpse for the work that Mass DEP is focusing on. And finally, Mass DEP focal points, they're listed there, and feel free to call me or reach out to me or any of our staff to discuss any of these. Next. Okay, so comings and goings. We are very excited to welcome Sarah Hughes to our Boston program office. Sarah recently joined our bureau as an environmental analyst who earned a BA in environmental science and an MS in geographic information science, both from Clark University. She's an integral part of our data analytics team, and she is situated in the audits and compliance and enforcement program here in Boston under Brian Roden's leadership. So we just want to welcome Sarah. I also wanted to acknowledge Dan Crafton's retirement. I just realized that I mentioned him in May, but yes, he's left a void in Southeast region, but we are happy to also report that Andy Jones is performing a tremendous job in the Southeast region, serving as acting emergency response section chief. Next. Likewise, we have a significant number of retirees and recently hired staff basically over the past year. So this is effective FY24 expansion, and this is across the state. So they are all listed here, and we are so excited. Basically, first of all, congratulations to all the retirees, and congratulations to the new staff. Before I leave this slide, I actually would like to recognize Matt Fitzpatrick, because Matt was extremely instrumental in pushing us to where we are with regards to all the databases that we use on a daily basis. Matt retired in February 2024 after 39 years with Mass DEP, and he was a WPI graduate with a acumen and aptitude for computer programming, which landed him first in the water supply program. And then next, he basically worked more strategically across the region to help us design and implement Mass DEP's transition to our revamped data systems. He is very much missed, and we certainly wish him well. Next slide. This slide really focuses on our continued solid partnership with the U.S. Coast Guard, and we are partners in many things that we do at Mass DEP. And I just wanted to underscore that every 3 years, we have changes of command that happened across the nation and territories. And for us, what that means is that we attend and we participate and we support this transition of power. In this case, on July 12, 2024, Julie Hutchison, who is the MOSPRA coordinator, and I attended the U.S. Coast Guard change of command as Captain Kaylee Benson passed the authority of command to the new captain of the U.S. Sector Boston base, and that would be Captain Jamie Frederick. We're grateful for her 31 years of service and the U.S. Coast Guard as a whole to protect our environment, our marine environment. We were also very fortunate to support this time-honored military tradition of command, authority, and passing for the Sector Southeast. We worked for many, many years with Captain Clint Pringle, And we are happy to also welcome the new captain, which is Mimi Moon, and she has reported to Sector Southeast. Next. And last but not least, we're also very excited to congratulate the new LSP Association leadership. Site Cleanup extends our sincere congratulations to the new LSPA president, Joe Roman, the new immediate past president, Charles Young, and the new president-elect, Catherine Kutzma. We wish all these leaders all the very best as they continue to carry out their executive board responsibilities. Next, I would like to invite Diane Baxter to provide an update on our Brownfields program.